Good day! In this video, it's about art gallery, famous artists, and their artworks. So, our assigned artist is Frida Kahlo. Have you familiar Frida Kahlo? So, who is Frida Kahlo? Frida Kahlo or Magdalena Carmen Kahlo y Calderon. She was renowned a Mexican painter who celebrated for her deeply personal and symbolic artworks. She born on July 6, 1907 in Coyoacán, Mexico, and died on July 13, 1954 in Coyoacán, Mexico also. She is one of the famous painter that is also known. So, most of her artworks or painting is based on reality because her inspiration is the struggle, the pain, emotions nga iyahang nagian sa iyahang life. So, that's why if makahibaw mo sa iyahang mga painting, like her painting is have a very deep meaning. That is why like inigtan-aw pa lang nimo sa iyang painting, like makaingon kag ma-curious ka kay ngano ngana. But if nakay knowledge about ni Frida Kahlo, maimuhang masabtan why he paint mostly based on reality. Frida Kahlo was born to Guillermo Kahlo, a famous German photographer, and Matilde Calderon of Spanish and indigenous descent. Guillermo Kahlo, which is father of Frida Kahlo, influenced and introduced her to the world of art. So ang iyang papa maoy nag-introduce niya sa world of art. Though ang iyang papa is photographer, but ang skill sa iyang papa of being photographer maoy nag-influence and nag-udyok niya sa world of art. And also her mother Matilde Calderon. Because of the indigenous descent of her mother, most of her painting and most sa nag-inspire siyang mga painting is a Mexican culture, which asa siya gadako because of the side of her mother. So ang iyang mix nga heritage strongly influenced her identity and art. So both of her parents have a huge impact niya as a painter. So let's move forward. At the age of 6, she contracted polio, which left her right leg thinner and weaker than the left, leading to a lifelong physical disability. So at the young age of 6, na polio siya. Ang iyang pikas nga leg is weak kaysa sa pikas nga leg. So, pero bisag na siya polio, she's unable to walk. Pero dili lang normal because dili pantay ang iyang leg. So, bata pa lang si Frida Kahlo na siya gidaladala na sakit or disability which is polio. Initially aspiring to study medicine, Frida Kahlo also, before she became an artist or a painter, ang iyang passion is medicine. Iyaha bitang hilig or iyahang future to become is nurse baka because she study medicine. So, but because of the catastrophic nga accident, ang iyang path sa life is na-change. The bus accident, 1925. At age of 18, Kahlo suffered a near-fatal bus accident that fractured her spine, pelvis, and ribs and caused multiple other injuries. So the bus accident happened on September 1925. When Frida and her friend ride to go home, suddenly the accident happened. Because of the impact sa nahitabo nga disgrasya, grabe kaayo ang impact sa iyahang lawas. Kay di ba og madisgrasya, grabe jud kaayo ang ka-critical ang life nimo. Like, halos tanan parts sa iyang body is naapektuhan, especially ang iyang spine, pelvis, and also iyang ribs, which lead her sa critical condition. So, this event left her in a chronic pain. Like, should I say, na miserable iyang life because of the accident. Like, everything changed. Ang iyang dream, iyang future na change because of the accident happened. And confined her to bed for extended periods during which she began painting. So because of the accident, so she stayed almost a year jud sa hospital because ang iyang condition is in critical. So need siya mo recover pa, need niya taas nga time para mabawi niya ang iyang self. So adto niya na discover ang painting. Adto niya na nakita ang nature, ang environment because sa iyang pagka-confine sa hospital. Siguro because sa iyang pagka-boring, wala siya lain mahimo, ang iyang matanaw isang palibot sa ospital, ang nature sa gawas, so that is why maoy nag-udyok niya sa painting. So after atong nakadiscover siya nga gusto siya mag-paint, so iyang papa and iyang mama, gisuportaan siya ato nga panghitabo. So her father brought her tanan nga mga gamit sa painting. So adto gasugod ang tanan nga nganong na kuan si Freda, na introduce o na influence si Freda sa painting because of the bus accident. Although her life changed, the path changed, but still adto siya nadung sa path kung asa jud siya nabagay, which is to become a painter. Freda Kahlo marriage to Diego Rivera, 1929. Kahlo married famed Mexican moralist Diego Rivera, a tumultuous relationship that involved mutual infidelities and passionate reunions. Rivera was a significant influence on her political, ideology, and artistic development. Diego and Freda has a serious relationship that leads to marriage. So, they both have the same path and the same passion, so that they introduce the art world to each other. But Diego influenced Freda to the art world. Like si Freda is nadani kaayo ni Diego because Diego brought her sa kanang political ideology and artistic development para mapagawas pa jud ni Freda ang iyang passion sa art. So, their shared interest in Mexican cultures, because Freda is from Mexican culture and also Diego. So, they influence each other in the world of art. And politics deepened her connection sa Mexicanidad or Mexican identity, which became central to her art. So, the one main central sa iyang mga art is ang Mexican culture, a Mexican heritage, which is asa siya na belong, asa nagikan, and also by the influence of Diego Rivera. Diego Rivera have a huge impact sa iyang life as a painter. Kahlo accompanied Rivera to the US for his work, which exposed her to international art circles. During this period, she developed her unique, surrealist, and symbolic style. So, nagadto sila og US because of Diego Rivera. Kay famous man sad god si Diego Rivera adto nga time. So, bali ang katong gi-shared nila nga mutual nila is mausay nakapa-influence nila sa usag-usa as a painter and as an artist. So, during adto nga period, mas na-develop niya iyang uniqueness. Mas nakuan niya ang iyang style sa iyang paint, ang iyang style as an artist. So, her first solo exhibition was held in New York in 1938, followed by one in Paris in 1939, solidifying her status as an influential modern artist. So, because of Diego Rivera, naila si Freda Kahlo, because Diego Rivera introduced her 'Diba? Si Diego Rivera mao'y nag-introduce niya, mao'y nag-influence niya, and mao'y murag nagpagawas pa niya para mailado siya as an artist. And mausay nagkanang nag-udyok bitaw sa iyang mga artwork. Later years and declining health, 1940s, 1954, Kahlo continued to paint despite increasing health challenges, including amputations and chronic pain. So, despite sa iyahang sakit, still si Kahlo nag-continue gihapon sa iyahang mga painting. Bisag naa siya gidaladala nga sakit. Kay, di ba iyang sakit is polio and then na-accident siya. Then, later years, na po siya gibati nga lain sakit. Because siguro sa iyang kanang accident happen, dali ra kaayo maapektuhan ng iyang lawas. So in 1953, her first solo exhibition in Mexico nahitabo, where she famously attended in hospital bed due to her failing health. So ato sad adlaw sa iyang solo exhibition sa Mexico, gisugod siya sa adto sa ospital because ang iyahang lawas is na down. So, she passed away in 1954. Pagsunod tuig adto, pag hinahinay na pod nga nimbalik ang iyahang sakit, na critical na pod ang iyahang life, hinahinay, pag next year adto, namatay siya at the age of 47. So, bata pa kaayo, namatay na siya due to her illness. Officially from pulmonary embolism, though some speculated it might have been an international overdose. So, walay specific nga kanang state bitaw unsay gikamatyan niya unsay jud iyang sakit, but naa jud siya sakit nga gidala-dala and mas ninglala pato siya because siguro pod sa iyang mga agian sa accident, dali ra kayo maapektuhan ang iyang lawas because of the catastrophic accident happen. But even though sa iyang sakit, still she have time to paint. And iyang gidil jud iyang self, gidipin niyang self para ma-introduce niya ang iyang mga painting. So, influences personal pain and struggle. Kahlo's lifelong physical and emotional suffering deeply influenced her art, often depicted through symbolic and surreal imagery. Her tumultuous relationship with Diego also served as inspiration for many of her artworks. So, ang iyang artwork, Diyos, is based on reality because daghan og struggles, daghan og pain, and mostly emotion ang iyang na ranasan sa iyang life. And sa iyang relationship sad, sa iyang bana nga si Diego Rivera, dili sad to ang perfect relationship because Diego Rivera has affair sa iyahang sister. So, nagdasad to niya og huge impact sa iyahang health, emotional health. So, tungod sad atong nga sakit is mostly nag-inspire sa iyahang mga painting. So, and also, Mexican identity and culture, Kahlo pride in her heritage is evident in her use of bright colors, traditional Tijuana costumes, and references to Mexican folklore, indigenous art, and religious symbolism. So, isa sad naka-influence sa iyang mga artwork is ang iyahang identity as Mexican and sa ilahang culture. Magtan-aw ta sa mga colors sa iyang painting. Most nagamit siya mga bright colors. Ang costume niya is pang Mexican because na-influenced siya sa iyahang pagka-Mexican and sa ilahang culture. And sa part sa politics and ideology, Frida Kahlo committed communist. Kahlo political beliefs influenced her art as seen in her depiction of social justice and anti-colonial nga theme. So, daghan siya mga theme sa iyang art. Nag-influence to sa iyang siyang struggle sa life, siyang pain, siyang emotions, and also sa identity niya as a Mexican and sa ilahang culture, and also sa iyang politics and ideology nga maoy gi-introduce ni Diego Rivera. So, lalahig genre iyang art, but mostly sa iyang art is based on reality. And last is realism. Though often associated with realism, Kahlo rejected the label, claiming her works were not fantasies but represented of her reality. So, like what I've said, most of her artwork all of her artwork is based on reality. Why? I think based on reality of sa iyang mga artwork because daghan siya kaagi sa mga kinabuhi. Daghan siya struggle, daghan siya gidaladala nga pain sa iyang life. So that is why I believe nga mo'y nag-udyok niya nga most of her painting is based on reality, not fantasy. Next is contributions to the art world. Revolutionizing self-portraiture. Over 1/3 of Kahlo's work were self-portraits, offering influencing introspection into her identity, pain, and experiences. She used her own image to explore universal themes of love, loss, and resilience. So, Frida Kahlo her painting is based on reality. So, most of her painting sad is iyahang self. Diba? Iyahang self-portrait ang iyahang painting. Next is Kahlo is celebrated as a feminist icon of her unapologetic exploration of female identity, reproductive struggles, and societal nga rules. So, ilado kaayo si Frida Kahlo sa iyang artwork nga full of emotions, full of struggles, and full of pain. Next is pioneering Mexican modernism. By blending traditional Mexican motif with modernist technique, she became a key figure in Mexican modernism. Because sa iyang pagka-Mexican, sa iyang heritage, ang sa iyang culture nga gidak-an, na isa sad naka-inspire sa iyang art, ang iyang pagka-Mexican, which is mo say impact sa iyang mama niya. Kay iyang mama na we introduce because her mama is gikan sa mga indigenous descent. So, known sad siya nga kanang ihang painting is nag-reflect as her identity nga Mexican. Next is legacy in pop culture artwork. Kahlo work gained widespread acclaim, making her a symbol of authenticity and strength. Her home, La Casa Azul, is now a museum dedicated to her life and work, attracting millions of visitors annually. So, even though namatay si Frida Kahlo, mas ning lambo ang iyang art, mas nang ilado ang iyang art. So, naa siya own nga museum which is ang iyang home sa una. Itong buhi pa siya, nahimong museum na karon nga naa dito tanan ang iyang mga art which is almost mga famous niya nga mga artwork nga nag-relate sa reality and mostly mga self-portrait nga have very deep meaning each painting. So these are the famous artwork of Frida. The two Fridas, self-portrait with thorn necklace and hummingbird, and last, the broken column.
The broken column. History of the artwork. Frida Kahlo experienced many hardships throughout her life, but possibly one of the most fatal and lifelong was when she got into an accident when she was 18 years old. She endured and suffered a metal handrail impaled through her pelvic hip area. Her spine was broken into 3 places: her collarbone, ribs, pelvis, leg, shoulder, and foot. She underwent one of many spinal surgeries attempting to correct previous damage and provide some neurological relief. Frida painted the broken column nearly 20 years after the streetcar crash, at the beginning of a 10-year deterioration of her health. Subject and content of the artwork. Subject. The portrait display an odd expression with body filled 57 iron nails piercing her face, arms, torso, and right leg. Frida Kahlo locks eyes with the viewer, despite the rain of white tears down her face. Her posture is ramrod straight, enforced by a metal polio support that Frida wore as a child. Inside the steel cage, her body is rent open, a jug cut from chin to pelvis, revealing a shattered ionic column in place of her spine. Content. It depicts that Kahlo is covered in pain, that pins symbols of this. This image perfectly depicts pain, certainly, but also bravery. Her calm composure and silent tears shows her hopelessness, as if she is unable to do anything and is consumed by it. According to some sources, the white covering around Kahlo's torso and Neil's inner skin points to religious symbols. It displays that Kahlo is undergoing her own crucifixion and becomes the martyr herself. It is an undeniably heroic self-portrait, grimly modernizing the classical motif of Saint Sebastian's martyrdom by puncture. On the other hand, by presenting herself nude, Kahlo exposes her vulnerability but reclaims power by boldly confronting her reality.
We will talk about one of the famous artwork of Frida Kahlo, which is the Two Fridas. To better understand and appreciate this artwork, we need to look first at its history. So the history of the artwork, the Two Fridas double self-portrait painted by Mexican artist Frida Kahlo in 1939 during her divorce from artist Diego Rivera. In brief overview, the couple did not experience a harmonious relationship, and so soon both had affairs, of which Rivera had an affair with Frida's sister, Cristina Kahlo. Frida also experienced significant health issues that undoubtedly contributed to her suffering. Lastly, Carlos Dyer says the painting was inspired by a memory of an imaginary child. Now we examine the subject and content of the artwork. First, we need to look on the subject. In the painting, both figures possess the features of their creator, which is Frida Kahlo. Bold eyebrows, facial hair, a braided updo, and an austere outward gaze. The figure on the left wears a high neck European style wedding dress, suggesting Kahlo's Western lineage. The figure on the right, meanwhile, dons a traditional Tijuana in symbol comprising a colorful skirt and a huipil, a traditional garment worn by indigenous women in Mexico. The figure on the right was or has a heart that appears healthy and intact. The other heart appears wounded, with its outer structure stripped away to reveal the anatomy within. A blood vessel extends beyond her shoulders and winds in its way behind the neck of the Frida on the left and into her heart, binding the two figures together. And now we proceed on the analysis of the content. The Frida in the Tijuana costume, whose heart is intact, represents the Frida that Rivera loved, while the Frida in white, whose heart looks as if it has been ripped open, represents the Frida that Rivera rejected. It also symbolizes Kahlo's different identities, namely her European and Mexican identities, evident in the dresses she wears. The hearts symbolize Frida's emotional pain. The European Frida's heart is broken and bleeding, while the Mexican Frida's heart is whole, representing strength and resilience. The blood vessels symbolize her lifeline and her connection to Diego. The European Frida's artery is cut, indicating loss and separation, while the Mexican Frida nurtures the connection with a small portrait of Diego. The turbulent clouds in the background reflect the chaos and emotional distress she was experiencing. And lastly, Carlos Dyer says the painting was inspired by a memory of an imaginary childhood friend, but scholars have speculated that it represents how Kahlo may have seen herself made up of two conflicting identities.
Let's proceed to the history of the artwork, one of the famous artwork ni Freda, which is self-portrait with thorn, necklace, and hummingbird. Frida Kahlo's self-portrait with thorn, necklace, and hummingbird, 1940, is one of the most iconic works, deeply rooted in personal and cultural symbolism. The painting reflects her tumultuous personal life, political belief, and connection to her Mexican heritage. So, ang ihang painting nga self-portrait nga naay thorn, necklace, and hummingbird na siya deep jud nga meaning. Nag-reflect siya sa ihang personal life, which is ang ihang personal nga struggle, personal pains, emotions, and also sa ihang political nga belief. And also, dili mawa ang connection niya as a Mexican sa ilahang heritage. So, painted pag 1940, this artwork was created shortly after Freda divorced from Diego Rivera, her husband and fellow artist. Their relationship was characterized by passionate love but also infidelity and emotional strife. So ang isa sad niya ka inspiration nga nung gi-paint niya ni and lain kayo ikuan kayo no like tan-aw bitaw ninyo kay iyang paint is negative like na I turn iyang necklace and hummingbird and also ang monkey kay black and ang cat is black like makaingon kag kanang murag sakit ang iyahang painting. So gipaint niya ni after sa ilahang divorce ni Diego Rivera. Yes, ga-divorce sila ni Diego Rivera because sa affair ni Diego Rivera sa igsuon ni Freda. But though nag-divorce sila, nagbalik rasad sila paglabay sad sa tuig. Like namatay si Freda nga sila gihapon pero ning agi sila og divorce. So, gipaint niya ni after sila nag-divorce ni Diego Rivera because naka-feel siya og pain. Grabe iyang na-feel nga sakit, ang iyang struggle. Tungod kay, ang hinungdan silang divorce is nai-affair si Diego Rivera. So, morning one of the reason nga nung nga ni iyang painting because ni Diego Rivera. So, this period in her life was marked physical and emotional pain. But nag-reflect yun ni sa physical pain. Kay grabe kasakit, diba? Ang ihang naagian. From na siya sakit, na accident, and then na-divorce siya sa iyang husband because of the affair. So, Calo lifelong struggle with health problems stemming from a bus accident in her youth was compounded by her heartbreak over Rivera affair with his sister Cristina. So, gikan sa Napolyo siya, naka-experience siya bus accident, and then he met Diego Rivera nga nag-divorce po tungod sa affair sa iyang igsuon nga si Cristina, and tungod sad sa iyang sakit nga gidaladala. So, that is why I hope nakasabot mo nga nung most of her painting is sakit kaayo ang meaning. Next is, Calo was deeply influenced by the rise of Mexican nationalism and a broader movement of indigenismo, which celebrated pre-Hispanic culture and art. Her work often incorporates indigenous symbols reflecting her pride in her Mexican identity. So, ang ihang painting, tanan dyan niyang painting is dili mawa ang influence by the Mexican identity. In 1940s were also a time of significant political change globally with the aftermath of the Spanish Civil War and the early stages of World War II. Calo and Rivera were aligned with leftist ideologies and Calo was vocal supporter of Marxism and other revolutionary movements. So si Freda Kahlo is very active sa ilahang heritage nga Mexican. Kay ihang painting is nagbase sa reality, sa political, and also sa iyahang na gasnan ng Mexican heritage and culture. So all of her painting has a very many meaning and many reflect jud. Daghan siya gi-reflectan, daghan og meaning, daghan siya gikuan og bali unod bitaw sa iyang mga painting. Move forward to subject and content. The artwork features Freda Kahlo in a frontal spike pose, gazing directly at the viewer with an expression of quiet intensity. So as you can see sa ihang painting is grabe ang eyes, diba? Grabe ang gazing. Grabe ang ihang expression nga gipakita. Surrounding her are elements of nature, which is kanang mga leaves, animals, objects, which contributing to the painting emotional depth and layered meaning. Na makaingon jud tag, unsa kay meaning ani? Ma-feel na to nga na siya lawom nga meaning ang painting. So, Freda Kahlo represent herself wearing a thorn necklace. As you can see, kanang kuan siya kanang bitang mura siya og kanang barbed wire. Familiar mo barbed wire? Diba no? Thorn with blood dripping from the puncture of her skin. Dili na to makita ang blood, but if atong i-zoom or atong kanang zoom in is makita natong nay murag patak-patak nga blood. Siguro tungod sa kaguot sa thorn nga naa sa iyang leg. nga mo'y nakapasamad sa iyang skin, sa neck. So her unclenching expression contrasts with the visible pain implied by the turns. So even though wala gahilak ang iyang painting, wala siya gahilak sa painting, but makita nato ang pain sa iyang eyes, ang pain na iyang gibati. Though walay expression nga gahilak, wala ta kita og luha, pero in physical atong tan-awon makita nato nga something is in pain, something is in struggle, something is nakabati og grabe nga emotion, right? So her hair is pulled black, exposing her face and emphasizing her direct gaze. So yung hair is iyang hipos kayo and kita kayo ang tanan object nga naa sa iyang paint. And ang highlights is ang turn nga naay bird and then ang blood sa pagkasamad sa turn sa iyang skin sa neck. So next is tourniquets. So atong isa-isahon ang meaning sa kanang object nga naa sa iyang painting. First is ang turn nga necklace. The necklace made of turns, makita man sad no nga mura siya babwire jud, digging in her neck nga murag ning kanang duot sa iyang neck and causing blood. As what I've said, na ay kanang nakakause og blood, nakakause og samad sa iyang neck. Symbolizes, so nag-symbolize ni siya og deep nga pain and suffering, both physical and emotional. So grabe no? Like by the turn lang sa iyang neck, nag-symbolize na to og pain, makita naman jud nato nga she's in pain and nag-struggle siya both not only physical but emotional. Next is the hummingbird. As you can see, the hummingbird nga nagbitay sa iyang turn. A lifeless, walay buhi nga hummingbird. Black nga bird nga naghangs from the turn necklace. In Mexican culture kuno, ang hummingbirds, sa ilahang culture nga Mexican, ang hummingbirds kuno is nagsymbolize siya og love, vitality, and good luck. So, sa ilahang culture, ang hummingbird is positive ang nag-symbolize. But sa iyahang painting, gisymbolize niya ang bird as a lifeless, walay kinabuhi. State could signify loss, heartbreak, and unattainable aspiration. So, sa iyang culture, which is Mexican culture, hummingbird has a positive nga symbol, a positive meaning. But then, as you can see sa iyang painting, makita na to, nga kabaliktaran ang meaning sa hummingbird sa iyang paint. No? Makita na to, black, lifeless. So, umingon tag black, makaingon tag kanang dili, not positive, negative. No? So, nag-symbolize din siya og loss, pagkawa, heartbreak. Diba no? Kay gipaint man sa di siya after na-divorce sila ni Diego. So, ang main point ani is nasakitan siya. Heartbreak. So, motoy kanang meaning sa hummingbird. The turn symbolizes her pain, and hummingbird nag-symbolize siyang heartbreak sa loss and unattainable aspiration. Next, let's move forward to the black cat and monkey. As you can see, may black cat sa left side and black nga monkey sa right side. So, ang black cat looks behind her shoulder, nasa iyang shoulder, often interpreted as an omen of bad luck or a harbinger of death. So, grabe no? From the hummingbird nga kanang lifeless, ang young cat is nag-symbolize of bad luck. So, malas ang black na cat, diba? And harbinger of death. So, its menacing posture enhances the painting atmosphere of unease. So, makita jud nato nga dili jud positive ang iyang painting but full of negative nga mga meaning. And moving forward to the monkey. Ay, nawala. And forward to the monkey. Monkey, as you can see, a black monkey nga naa siyang pikas nga shoulder, often seen as symbolize of playfulness, appear on the other shoulder. However, In Kela works, monkey frequently represent Diego Rivera, her ex-husband. The monkey neutral demeanor her might reflect her ambivalence towards Rivera at that time. So, ang monkey no is, makakuha natin sa monkey nga jolly siya nga animal, ang playfulness, but sa ihang paint, nag-represent din ni siya, ni Diego Rivera, ang iyang ex nga husband. Like, kuyawa. Nag-represent din ni si Diego Rivera, iyang monkey. So, the monkey is neutral denominator. Her might reflect her ambivalence toward Rivera at that time. So, nakita na to no, nga very negative ang gipanggamit, ang gamit nga mga object ni Freda sa iyang painting. Like, puro negative ang nakapalibot sa iyang self-portrait. So, let's forward sa background. The dense, vibrant foliage includes green leaves and flowers, framing Kala. The natural elements evoke life and growth but also appear tangled, reflecting entrapment. So as you can see, natin makita nga mga plants. Though dili siya patay nga plants, pero more siya glain sa mata nga plants. No? Makaingon siya deep nga meaning. Like, gigamit yun niya ang kanang siya mingaw nga painting nga makaingon tag sakit ba na ang meaning ana, struggle, emotion, pero naa na dito tanan sa painting. So kita tag leaves, flowers, and dragonflies and butterflies also nga nag-symbolize of transformation and fleeting beauty. So next is ang theme sa iyang artwork. Themes of the artwork: pain and suffering. The tern represent the crown of thorn alluding to the suffering of Christ. This connection elevates Kala's personal pain to a universal level, tying her struggle to broader themes of the sacrifice and endurance. So, in short, is nag-focus yun sa pain and suffering ang theme sa ihang painting. Makita man sa nato, no? Next is the heartbreak and loss. The lifeless hummingbird and blood dripping from the thorn reflect Kala's emotional anguish after her divorce from Diego Rivera. The painting captured the intersection of physical and emotional suffering. Conclusion. Through its rich use of symbols, self-portrait with thorn necklace and hummingbird portray Freda Kahlo's inner world with startling honesty. The paintings serve as a personal narrative of pain, resilience, and identity, while also exploring universal themes of love, suffering, and transformations. Its layered imaginary invites viewer to engage with both and personal and cultural dimensions of Kahlo's lives and work. So this artwork of Kahlo nagrepresent jud siya og so much nga pain and suffering and also heartbreaking because of the divorce niya sa iyang banal na si Diego Rivera. So makita na to no nga from the love, harmonious nga relationship, sweet nga relationship, nabalis siya into heartbreak, nabalis siya into loss. So mao na gikuana ni Freda og inspiration sa iyang painting, the reality nga iyahang na-feel, ang realidad nga nasakitan siya, ang realidad sa iyang mga emotions, ang realidad sa iyang mga struggle. So, that's all. Freda Kahlo painting is based on reality and not fantasy. Before I end this report, let me introduce the quote of Freda. I never paint dreams or nightmares. I paint my own reality. Like what I've said, Freda Kahlo artworks is based on reality, not in fantasy. Thank you.